have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coon. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating know me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X to my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of Emmett Fun.
All right, hello everyone, Grand Rising. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, so let's get back into it. Shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone's tuned into the Queen. All right, Bithia is here, Stacy. All right, Metasimplicus, the lovely T, Terry Hinton, Claudette, Pennywise, Capricornus. Juju said the Queen is queening. Thank you. Timothy Hogan is here. Courtney J. Queen Sam is in the house. Love her. All right, Sylvia, I see you. Black and Silver, Claudette. Okay, Priscilla, RG Titan, Cherokee Descendant Dale. Let's get into it. I see you, Buckhurst, DC. All hell no in the house, Antoinette. All right, 504 Nola, Danielle. Okay, shout out to everyone in the chat. So let's get into it. Everyone tuned in. With that all being said, let's first start with this nefarious. Hold on. Let's first of all start with this nefarious tunnel. They found a tunnel in a New York synagogue, and I find it also interesting. And supposedly a riot broke out. So let's talk about it. And then I'm going to show you all the footage because we've been hearing about these underground tunnels for a while. Recently, you may remember that I told you there was one found in Chicago, okay, in a neighborhood, and they had a whole apartment down there. And so what's up with these tunnels? I have several questions, but let's talk about it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Wild riot breaks out in New York City synagogue over secret tunnel. Orthodox youths are dragged away in cuffs after trying to block construction crew from filling in their illicit passageway. I want y'all to pay attention. What's really going on here? They say wild scenes broke out on Monday at a synagogue in Brooklyn after construction workers arrived to fill in an illegally dug tunnel that was being used by young Orthodox Jewish men in an attempt to link the building to a nearby ritual bath. Now, the chaos erupted at the Chabad Lubavitch global headquarters in Crown Heights. Now, in December, the rabbi discovered youths had dug tunnels beneath the buildings to access another property on the same street. I want to know what you all think about this because I find it also nefarious. Pay attention. It remains unclear why the young men are so attached to the property they were accessing illegally, and they have for years been at loggerheads with the synagogue over who owns the main property. But the appeal of the ritual bath or mikvah is unclear. Now, when cement diggers and construction crews showed up last night to fill the tunnel, the young men protested, throwing themselves in the way to block their efforts. It took the NYPD to forcibly remove them. I'm sure nobody got shot. Pay attention. Okay, videos of the incident were later shared on social media. 12 people were arrested and remain in custody. They are yet to be identified. Okay, so let's go to the footage. First of all, I want you all to see these pictures, these still shots. Now, members of Chabad Lubavitch have been digging tunnels under the synagogue at 770 Eastern Parkway in the Crown Heights neighborhood of Brooklyn, and they've been doing this for many months. The purpose of the tunnel is unclear. Okay, that's what the website forward.com reported, that it was saying that it was designed to reach an abandoned women's mikvah or ritual baths. The website said the tunnel had been dug to expand the synagogue, although it's unclear how it would do so. Now, the tunnels were discovered in December, and the synagogue's leaders called in structural engineers to assess the damages. On Monday, cement mixers arrived to fill the tunnels in, and the young Orthodox men acted with fury. Many of them ripping away the wooden walls that were hiding the entrance to the secret tunnels and running into them to prevent them being filled. Videos shared on social media showed dozens of NYPD officers attending the site and trying to push the irate young men back from the entrance to the tunnel. Some of the men attempted to charge back through the tunnels as a large group cheers the police. Outside the synagogue, NYPD officers held the men back. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to show you all some of the pictures here. And then we'll go to the footage. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. You can see them back there pulling the boards, ripping the boards loose. There's the police fighting with them, trying to hold them back. Okay. So like I said, all nefarious. Now let's go to the footage.
Not gonna help. They try to. Back up.
Okay. What do you all think about that? What do you all think about that? This is all crazy. Now, why do they need tunnels in the synagogue? Okay. Tyrion said the Underground Railroad. I think it was absolutely for something nefarious at the end of the day. And why are they so mad about them trying to close it up? Right, exactly. That's my question, Vince. I am. What are they hiding? RG Titan said it looks like they're trying to hide something. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And look how the police were handling them with hidden gloves. Okay, Juju said this is also ghetto, and they won't say that because they're not black. Exactly. Right. And then the one that crawled out for me while all of this was going on. This is all crazy. This is the most ghetto shot I've ever seen, says Sonny. Okay, I agree. All right. They all looked panicked. Lakeisha said drugs. 6'3" Soldier said, I hear no gunshots. Yeah, me either. Here's the thing. I don't think it's drugs. I think it's something even more sinister than that. Okay, I think it's something even more sinister than that. We all hear about these tunnels and what goes on in them. When they were talking about tunnels in hotels, secret rooms, and things like that, that's probably exactly what that was. Okay, they always have secret paths. Right, exactly. This is exactly why the aliens lock their doors when they pass Earth, says Queen. All crazy at the end of the day. Now, they say they don't know exactly what it was for. Now, they said that it was for the mixka, okay, the ritual bath. But then at the same breath, they said they don't know exactly what they're for. I think they know exactly what they're for. That's what I think. I think everybody who found those tunnels, the police, I think they know exactly what it's for, okay? Exactly, okay? Exactly, Charlene. I agree with that comment. Eva said trafficking. Timothy said trafficking, okay? That's exactly what I think it's for. Why else do you need secret tunnels? And why are you so angry that they've been discovered? That's all I'm wondering. Okay, but anyway, I digress. We know how that'll go. It'll be swept under the rug and on to the next story. Okay, so now let's talk about Adarian Murray. You all remember Adarian? That's the 11-year-old boy who the police came to the house looking for someone, and he ended up getting shot, and he had to have surgery afterwards. Now, I saw the video. Let me tell you something. I bleeped out the part, or not bleeped it, but I blocked out the part where you literally see him getting shot, because I don't think we need to see that. I don't want to see it. But here's the thing. As I'm watching this video, I'm wondering why the boy's mother didn't say anything. Why she didn't tell the police that her son was in the house. Okay, why didn't she say anything? And mind you, the police officer didn't get any charges for this. But when you see the video, you see why. Because first of all, the child ran out and startled him, I'm sure. And the mother, it's her fault. Because why, when you're leaving out of the house, wouldn't you have taken your son with you? I'm sorry, that just doesn't make any sense. Okay, but let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share.
City 24, I have that caller on the phone. She's whispering. The male subject won't let her go to the door. Keep knocking at the door.
We are at the door. If she's giving us permission to kick it in, we'll kick it in.
She's giving you permission to keep the door in.
It ain't that easy. Who is it? Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Where is he at? Where is he at? You better come on out. Come out, ma'am. Does he have any weapons? Come on out.
Go that way. Step out. Go.
Come out, sir. Don't make us come in.
Look, go. You need to move. Get from behind me. Go on out there.
Where is he at?
I just was trying to tell her she told me to move.
Police, you got any weapons? You better put them down. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Not the kids.
Miss that! Miss that! Miss that! Miss that! He missed that! Miss that! We need a name.
Honey 69 says, did she say there was a gun involved? So why do they have their guns drawn? Well, let me say this. The reason they have their guns drawn is likely because it's a DV, okay, domestic violence. Now, in case you don't know, and I told you all this before, in a domestic violence situation, that's very dangerous for the police because some people in domestic violence situations will not only take out the person that they're arguing or having a dispute with, they'll take out themselves, they'll take out the police. So police are usually on high alert when it is a domestic violence call. Okay, that's how that goes. And that to me is common sense, because I've told you all before that if you're trying to protect a woman, I've told the men this. If you're trying to protect a woman, okay, that's one thing if you see her arguing with a man or whatever. But if it's a case of domestic violence, I don't think you should get involved. If anything, call the police. Okay, because we already saw what happened to that young man in Walmart. He was with his wife or girlfriend and his newborn infant. He tried to de-escalate a situation between a man and woman who were in a relationship, and then he got shot and killed. See, I'm telling you, when it's somebody's relationship, you might want to mind your own business, is all I'm saying. And 9 times out of 10, the woman that's being involved in this domestic violence relationship has been through it before. Okay, it's not usually the first time that it started. And they're willing to put up with it. So at the end of the day, why should you risk your life? This is somebody who's continuously putting up with this mess 9 times out of 10. So I don't encourage any man to intervene. I'm sorry, I just don't. Now, some may disagree. I think you should call 911 if you do anything. But definitely don't put yourself in harm's way when you have somebody who's potentially been dealing with this, and clearly they must not mind too much if they keep going back. So with that all being said, the police were on high alert when they showed up. That's for one. For two, it's not the officer's fault, in my opinion. Okay, this time it wasn't the officer's fault, as far as I'm concerned. Now, you all can disagree, feel free. But the bottom line is the mother, as she was leaving the house, she should have said something about her son being in there. That was ignorant. Okay, that was complete ignorance. She should have had her son with her. I would have told the officer, let me get my son. He's 11. He needs to come out also. Was she only thinking about herself and her own safety? I don't know. But at the end of the day, and I know some people, I saw people posting comments, you know, after the video was posted, I saw some people leaving comments on one of the blog sites talking about, you know, you don't know how you would react in that scenario. Well, I know how I would react. What I wouldn't do is make any quick or sudden movements so as not to get shot. And what I wouldn't do is leave my child in there when the police have their guns drawn and they're looking for the man that's in there that's clearly dangerous, and that's why they're here in the first place. You see, if I'm getting myself out of harm's way, and if I was so concerned that I had to call the police because I was in fear of my own safety, well, I would have also been in fear of my son's safety and would have made sure that when the police arrived, that we both were outside and out of harm's way. Now, that was just ignorant on the mother's behalf, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? I'm quite sure when the child just ran out like that, it startled the cop who was already on high alert. Okay? You heard how the cop screamed like, OMG. Yes, because he was startled. The boy scared him. So, I'm sorry. Greta Lee said, again, she's not a good mother. Not to me, she isn't. Okay, at least not in that instance. All right. Christopher said she wasn't thinking. Well, clearly she wasn't thinking. But at the end of the day, when you're a mother and you're protecting your children, you should always be thinking of your children first. Okay, she was thinking enough of herself to get out of there when the cop told her to. She should have been thinking to get her kid out. That's just my opinion on the matter. So sad. I agree, Queen. She should have kept her son in mind. Yes, I mean, he should have been leaving out of the house before her. The son should have been walking in front of her, leaving out of the house. Why would you leave the kid in there? The cops coming in with a gun drawn, looking for someone who's clearly hostile, being aggressive, and potentially dangerous. He doesn't know if the man has a weapon or not. When he asked the woman, did he have a weapon? She didn't respond, did she? I didn't hear her say yes or no. So what is the cop supposed to do? Christopher said the cop was clear. Yes, and this is why. Because the mother was foolish, okay? It was her fault. It was her fault that her son got shot. And he could have died, okay? That was her own ignorance. Some people should just not be blessed with children. She didn't say nothing, says Timberland. At the end of the day, no, she didn't say anything. And I just have questions as to why. I mean, was she in shock? I don't know. But at the end of the day, she definitely should have said something about her child being in there. So anyway, that's my take on it. Okay, now let's get into the nefariousness of it all. Let's talk about it because we have more people commenting on Katt Williams. Bruce, Steve Harvey, Faison Love had some more to say. He needs to sit down to work because clearly at this point, he's looking like a whole hater. At least to me, he is. Okay? And so let's talk about it. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share.
if that was you, if Katt Williams had this and this and this and this to say about Bruce, what would have been Bruce's response?
It'd have been some furniture movie.
See, okay. That's what Kenny said.
Out of LA?
It's very downplayed seeming now to like their tucking tail kind of, so to speak. So it's making it look like what Katt is saying, everything he's saying is true. Do you agree with that? Or
I walked in there like I'm Stone Cold.
Okay, yeah.
Not Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Steve Austin.
I walked in the door, somebody throwed me a beer. I went to work on them, baby. Because I'm like this. I'm real. If you got a problem with me, come talk to me.
Exactly.
Don't talk about me. Come talk to me like a man, and let's get it out. Let's work it out. But, you throwing it out, the whole world will know, and then if it's a lie, you're really going to be surprised.
Bruce, please sit down somewhere and talk about it would be some furniture moving. Okay? Please sit down somewhere. Violence is not the answer. Okay? Violence is not the answer. Okay? When someone says things you don't like, well, putting hands on them is not the thing to do because people can say as they want. Ari Spears, who looks like he stinks, says 169. Okay, how did Ari get brought into this? Bruce and Lavelle are cousins and are both funny. I didn't know they were cousins. That's interesting. Okay, Katt was responding to them speaking on him. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Katt was responding to what people had already said about him. The people specifically who'd already been on Shannon's show. Okay, now I'm going to let you all hear what Steve Harvey had to say. And I got this from Self Talk. Shout out to Self Talk. Hold on just a second. I'm going to put an overlay on the screen.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have a range.
So I'm taking them at face value.
This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey was never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about your first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her, then you went and married somebody else that think like a man.
Okay, so Steve Harvey took a little quick shot at the Katt Williams, Shannon Sharpe interview. Let's check out this little quick audio clip. I got this from Comedy Hype. After the clip, I'll post what Steve Harvey had put on Twitter. So let's check it out right here.
Hold it, Tommy. So you a comedian, you a radio host.
Yes.
And now you got a game show? I'm finna go on Shannon Sharpe show and accuse you of stealing my whole damn career. I thought you were supposed to go there and enlighten people.
Okay, so that's what Steve Harvey had to say. As you can see what he said on Twitter as well. He's just pretty much just saying that,
And then Steve posted on Twitter saying, you don't have to acknowledge your haters, or you don't have to address your haters. You don't have to address your haters. Okay. Well, it's always funny to me when people say they're not going to address something, but they address it. He clearly addressed it. Okay. He cracked a joke that wasn't funny. At the end of the day, he gaslighted and deflected, and so did Cedric, because what they didn't do is deny that they stole the jokes. Okay. They didn't deny that they stole the jokes. Now, Cedric initially denied it when he was on Shannon's show being interviewed, and Shannon asked him, did he steal Katt Williams' joke? He said it don't add up. The timing don't add up. So he was denying it basically, but now he comes out and says that was 30 years ago. Like he can't remember, or because it was 30 years ago, it's not relevant. I don't know what he was trying to say, but he said it was 30 years ago. We know how long ago it was. That's not the point. Okay? Did you steal that man's jokes or no? Of course he did. Of course he did. But hold on, because there's more from Steve Harvey. I'm going to share my screen. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Jam was the shit. He was black. It was funny. It made a lot of people famous. It made a lot of people rich. It made a lot of people household names. And you know what I'm talking about. Cedric the Entertainer, Kleenex. It changed comedy forever. It opened doors. People talk shit about it, and they look like damn.
See, this is what I want to know. Where was all that tough talk when Mr. Cooper rolled up on you? I thought you was from the projects. The projects in Cleveland. You wasn't talking none of that project shit when Sergeant Easy G checked you. Your ass looked shook if you ask me.
That Comedy Jam was the shit.
Okay, no lies detected. And why was Saudi said whoops? And why was he looking like that? Because Dave didn't say his name. Dave said Cedric's instead. Like, I'm just so befuddled. Hold on. Now, here's some more people giving their thoughts on Steve as it pertains to what Katt Williams said. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Looking the craziest. It's got to be between Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer. Like, for real.
Let's go.
Because, like,
the answer,
because when Cedric Entertainer was on there, he was lying.
Oh, he got caught.
Again, you were lying. Like, because you're lying about things that can be proved by, like, third party. Like, other people are coming and saying, yeah, we know he stole a joke. Yes. And again, he apologized. He went and apologized to Katt for it.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Now he on the show talking about, I don't even line up.
He said the timeline don't line up.
Yeah, I saw that clip. I was like,
see, that's the problem.
You're lying.
He could have got that off in the 2000s.
Exactly.
You can't get that off.
Not the internet.
Receipts is crazy now.
Okay. So, yeah, the receipts have been shown that he was clearly lying. Okay, he knows darn well he stole that man's joke. But I digress. Now, here's someone else speaking about it. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. We have 639 people in the chat. Let's make the likes match. Thank you in advance, beloveds.
Harvey and how much he paid to get his hair done when he was Steve Hightower.
The dude, when I had hair, when I had that world famous lining with that box cut, when I was Steve Hightower, Kings of Comedy, when I had that hair, the dude that cut my hair, I met him in 1986. He cut my hair for $10. I remembered him. When I got on TV, I had hired him. I was getting my hair cut 4 times a week for television and touring. I paid him $1,500 each time. He was making $6,000 a week. I cut my hair off. We had to put him on suicide watch.
Because of what Katt Williams saying now, we have to think, are these stories true? Are they lies? Well, we don't really know. Let's listen to Steve Harvey and how much he paid to.
Now, I'm sorry, but paying $6,000 a week to get your haircut, I don't believe that. Okay. And you took your hairpiece off, says Queen Sam. Right. I don't believe that. It was a whole man unit, like Katt Williams said. So when was he getting his man unit cut? It was a whole lace front. Okay. I have several questions. But anyway, I digress. Also, nefarious, please pay attention. Now, here is Katt. Likes up, everyone. Please get the likes up. Thank you.
At the gas station making life decisions. You just at the pump. Just, Negro, did I eat today? I can't get no happy.
Gas $4 a gallon. Can't even pump gas like you used to no more. $4 a gallon? You remember when you used to go to pump and put the nozzle in there and hit it? Be sitting there talking, be on your phone. Hey, what's happening? Be walking around. cleaning the windshield.
$15, you could go to the gas station with confidence because you knew you was either gonna be full or damn near full. And
pull it out, not no more. There ain't nothing going on at that pump except you and that pump.
I'm supposed to be at the gas station making life decisions.
Okay. Terry Henn says, Steve, you and Busseric go to the same barber. Simply the Best says, Steve has never been funny. Clearly. Okay, so he was stealing Katt's jokes. Okay. Not only stealing from Mark Curry, but also stealing from Katt. And they wonder why Katt went in on them. Here's the thing. They would all love it if they were never called out on their BS and they just continue to have people fooled. They would really love it. But because they've been called out, now they're mad and pressed. But at the end of the day, like I said, they didn't deny any of the stuff that Katt alleged. They can't deny it because they know that the internet has those receipts. Okay? They know that. The internet has the receipts. And so they all need to sit down somewhere as far as I'm concerned. But hold on, because here's Godfrey imitating Steve as if he were to respond.
Steve Harvey here. Yeah. You thought I was going to run, huh? Y'all wondering, where's Steve Harvey? I know people been waiting on my response to what Katt Williams done said on Club Shay Shay. I was on Club Shay Shay before Katt Williams. See, the reason why it took so long, I had to pray to God to give me the strength not to get mad. God talked to me every day, every damn day. I've been in this business a long time, boy. See, you done messed up with the wrong one. See, you just sitting there talking that bullshit to Shannon Sharp, talking about I couldn't be a movie star. Yeah. I guess you didn't see you got served. Yeah, that there was acting, huh? Then you're going to say, I took Mark Curry's jokes and stole his show. Boy, you got the nerve to call me Mr. Potato Head. Calling my ass Mr. Potato Head. Yeah. Woo! That was a good one. I ain't going to lie. That was a good one. But I digress. So what? I wore a wig, huh? People asking,
I absolutely cannot. Bryce said you got served. Okay, he sure did. Godfrey has always been funny, especially at imitating Steve Harvey. That is also nefarious. Now let's go to Faison Love. Okay, what he had to say. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Here he is right here with his hating self. He had the nerve to call Katt a chimp. I find that all very interesting. Please pay attention.
Chimp Williams. Chimp Williams. It's hard to address lunacy and hypocrisy, and downright ignorance. But it's so funny how many people think this dumb, stupid mother is spitting truth. But that's the internet, I guess. You guys want to believe in something so bad. I guess you left God and now you believe in chimps like this. Who's an actual chimp, and you're not listening to what he's saying. He's actually calling for help. He's calling for help. None of this says lines up with nothing. He runs a 4-something sub.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just called a straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0.
I find it also interesting that Faison had the nerve to call Katt Williams a chimp when he looks like a water buffalo. Please pay attention. Okay? Now, he's had 30 plus years to lose some of that weight. He has not lost a pound. Instead, he's clearly gotten bigger. But he wants to talk about Katt Williams. Please make it all make sense. Make it all make sense. Now let's hear what Stephen A. Smith had to say. Now, I'm going to play the audio and put this overlay up on the screen. Likes up, everyone. Please get the likes up.
I don't know why everybody has wanted me to comment about Shannon Sharpe and his interview with Katt Williams. But I'm going to say this. You wanted me to comment about it? I'll comment about it. Before I say this, however, let me say, no matter what way you slice it, you have to give Shannon Sharpe and his team major props. The views for the Katt Williams interview has exceeded over 34 million. 34 million, ladies and gentlemen. This broke the internet. And in one day, because of one interview that has spanned over the last few days, Club Shay Shay for Shannon Sharpe has picked up over 600,000 subscribers. It's just big time. It's just big time. So props to Shannon Sharpe and his team on that point. Now, to get into the interview itself, let me say this. Before I say anything else, it's important to know I cringed. Through no fault of Shannon.
Even healthy people need health insurance. Find affordable coverage at georgiaaccess.gov.
I'm a huge fan of Katt Williams. This brother is a brilliant comedian. He's spectacular. He's box office, no doubt about it. And Katt Williams, he's one of the greatest comedians of all time. And he's always been incredibly nice to me on a couple of occasions that I've had the pleasure of meeting him. One time I was hanging out in his green room with him, for crying out loud. No, I was not smoking weed. I stayed off the weed. And I didn't see him do it, even though I'm sure if he did, he wasn't going to be apologetic about it. That's his business, his dressing room, whatever. Always been cool with Katt Williams. Don't know him that well, but mad respect for him and mad love for his talent. Steve Harvey is a friend. Kevin Hart is a friend. Cedric the Entertainer, I don't know nearly as well as I know Steve Harvey and Kevin Hart, although I've interviewed them on quite a few occasions. But I got love for Cedric the Entertainer. And to hear what Katt Williams had to say about them made me cringe. Because when you got a comedian that elite coming at you, and he's funny as hell in doing it, but he ain't telling any jokes. He ain't bullshitting, and he's saying what he's saying. It's like, damn. It's an ouch moment. I don't know what truth or falsehoods there is. I don't cover comedy. I know that when it came to, what was he talking about? Some show involving Steve Harvey. When it comes to that, I do know that the Steve Harvey show, because I wrote it down here, was created by Winifred Hervey, not Steve Harvey, and it was directed by Stan Lathan. Winifred Harvey is best known for her work on the television series Golden Girls, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin, and sister sister. I do know that. Outside of that, I don't know what truth or falsehood exists about anything or anybody. I don't cover comedy. All right? Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there because Steven needs to sit down, okay, at the end of the day. Now, he basically said that he cringed. He cringed when Katt said those things about them. Well, I mean, obviously the truth makes him cringe. Okay, that's what he's basically saying, because where were the lies? So the truth makes him cringe clearly. And he's friends with Steve Harvey and Kevin Hart. Why are we not surprised? Why are we not surprised? I mean, he tiptoes and tap dances right around the tulips, and so do they. So it's only befitting that they would all be friends at the end of the day. As far as I'm concerned, it's only fitting, okay? And so anyway, honey, I absolutely cannot. Now let's go on to the next topic. Okay, we've had enough of these responses. People are going to be responding. I mean, there's more people that responded. Like I told you, so many, you can't get through all of them. Okay, but so now, let's talk about Charlamagne the Devil. Because Charlamagne said Diddy told him that he was the sexiest man alive. First of all, why would a man tell a married man that? I have several questions to Diddy. But anyway, I digress. So let's get into it.
Charlamagne said that Diddy called him the sexiest man alive when they were at TD Jakes' birthday party last year.
Did you hear what I just said?
First of all, it sounded like they were flirting, and I don't know why Charlamagne chose now to bring this up. But I'll let you be the judge of that. And one of the topics they were talking about today on The Breakfast Club was if it's okay for a straight man to call another man sexy. And I'm like, DJ Envy, don't you have other things to worry about? You have a real estate scam case that you're entangled in, and don't you have documents that you have to submit to the judge or face jail time? Maybe you can ask the guys in jail this question. And if The Breakfast Club is short of topics to talk about, how about talking about helping people not fall for real estate scams, even when it's being pushed by a popular radio host? I don't know, maybe that's something you could talk about?
And you were saying that you think that certain men are sexy.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
I said that men just need to admit to themselves that these women find people like Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan sexy, and that's okay.
You said you found that guy sexy and attractive. That's what you said. Yes,
attractive is different. Yes, you can look at a man and say, yo, that's a good-looking brother. You can do that.
So. No, attractive is different than good-looking brother. So we're asking, can a guy feel? I don't think so. Unless you find a man sexy. I just don't find men as sexy.
I think it's okay to tell a man that it's okay to say a man is attractive. I think it's okay to say a man is good looking. I think that you should look at people like Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors instead of hating. Take your ass to the gym.
I just won't find them sexy or attractive.
You'll find them attractive.
No. Hello?
So time out. You don't think Michael B. Jordan look good?
No, he's not my cup of tea.
He's mine.
Not my cup of tea. But then he gave you a compliment. What did he say to you?
I did. I saw it. We see Diddy a lot, but one time it was last summer at Bishop T.D. Jakes' birthday party, and Diddy walked up to me and he said, "The sexiest man alive." And this was literally right after that Young Miami interview. So he walked up to me and he goes, "The sexiest man alive," and I go, "Mr. Act Bad. You acting bad tonight?" And my wife was like, "That's all y'all can think to say to each other?"
I mean, I'm with the wife. Wow.
Your wife should be upset about that.
That's a lot.
You taking it too far now.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
All right.
And y'all said that at the Potter's house, huh? Wow.
It's a joke unless
It's getting interesting around here.
What did that one listener tell you that day?
Oh, man. It ain't got nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Listen.
Keep playing.
Okay, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Diddy told him he was the sexiest man alive, and Charlamagne sitting there talking about men being attractive. Like, sit down somewhere, okay? Sit down somewhere. And clearly it sounded like they were flirting. He said, "Mr. Act Bad, you acting bad." That sounds like they're flirting. No wonder his wife had something to say about it. Okay? Trisha said that wasn't a joke. Didn't sound like one. Okay, Love Her said he loves it. Yeah, I think he does. And his wife clearly doesn't. That's why she said that's the first thing y'all can think to say to each other, because it all sounds nefarious, okay? What's really going on with Charlamagne the Devil and Diddy? I have questions. All right, Alexa, play Freaks Come Out at Night. he hang out at those Diddy parties. Well, apparently, and this was at TD Jakes' party for his birthday. And so not only does Bishop TD Jakes go to Diddy's parties, allegedly, he invites Diddy's to his. And that would just explain why Katt said what he said. Please pay attention.
If that was you, if Katt Williams had...
Sorry, wrong video. Here we go.
Is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Good, I'm good. I'm fine. Come on, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good because I know the truth.
Katt Williams, often praised as the best comedian alive, sits down with Shannon Sharpe at Club Shay Shay for a super honest chat. Known as a top entertainer in the U.S., Katt spills the beans on Hollywood's favorite movies and celebrities in this explosive conversation. During this recent interview, Katt Williams boldly called out TD Jakes, asserting that the year 2024 will be a pivotal moment where all lies will be brought to light. Take a look.
I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Williams, known for his candid and unfiltered commentary, passionately declared that the impending year will serve as a reckoning, unraveling hidden truths and exposing the veils of deception. This proclamation adds a riveting layer of anticipation to the unfolding narrative, leaving audiences intrigued and eager to witness the revelations that the year 2024 holds in store. In recent times, there has been a growing trend within religious circles with pastors associating with entertainers. One cannot mix light with darkness. Pastors should avoid fellowship with sinners such as entertainers, singers, and actors. Pastors should lead by example. If they are seen associating with individuals whose lifestyles contradict biblical teachings, it could send conflicting messages to believers. The scripture says, "Come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you." TD Jakes will not be received by God unless he separates himself from evil company. Seek the Lord for his spirit, and walk in the way of holiness. When pastors choose to fellowship with famous entertainers who does not align with God's principles, it can have a negative impact on the church, believers, and people in general. Many will question the integrity of the pastor, leading to a potential erosion of trust and respect. TD Jakes is a motivational speaker who's more focused on preaching prosperity rather than the true gospel. His focus raises questions about the core purpose of his ministry. When pastors prioritize prosperity and entertainment over the fundamental teachings of the gospel, it can have a detrimental effect on the spiritual growth of their congregations. The emphasis on material success and motivational messages will dilute the message of salvation, leaving believers spiritually unfulfilled. The danger lies in pastors becoming more enamored with the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world than with the transformative power of the gospel.
Okay. And now, with that all being said, the question is, why is Bishop TD Jakes hanging out with Diddy? Now, we already know what we've heard, but the question also is, why hasn't Diddy come to his defense? I know Diddy has his own troubles, but if he and the bishop are such good friends, and the bishop is being accused of doing things, engaging in certain things at Diddy's parties, it would seem like Diddy would come out and try to clear his name and say, well, you know, he wasn't doing this, that, or the third, or whatever. But Diddy hasn't said a single word. He hasn't said a single word. Al Rich says that interview Katt did is making all the bloggers famous. That's how much truth was in that video. Even AI making videos. Okay. So anyway, here's the thing. Let me tell y'all something. The church is so corrupted now. Now, I'm not going to say all churches, but I mean collectively. Churches are nothing more than businesses. Okay, and they're not in there preaching the gospel per se. They're in there playing secular music, as they call it. I mean, we saw what happened at that church on New Year's Eve, walking it out and all of that. And here's how it all started, if you ask me. First of all, they brought the streets into the church. I want you all to pay attention. They started bringing the streets into the church. And I don't mean the people. What I'm talking about is, first of all, they started dressing down. No longer is it necessary to dress in church attire or your Sunday's best when you go to church. Some people walk up in there, even some of the pastors. Okay. I saw Pastor Kenyon Anderson Henderson, the one that's married to Shawnee O'Neal. I saw him come out in jeans and sneakers. Now, back in the day, the ancestors put on their Sunday best to go to church. And then all of a sudden, we don't have to do that anymore. God said, come as you are, is what they preach. And so they started, in my opinion, bringing the streets into the church. And the more of the streets they brought into the church, the more the church became for the streets. I want y'all to pay attention. Now you have women sitting on the front row with no undies on. Okay, throwing a prayer cloth across their legs, and then they'll move it when the pastor's looking, or they have their cleavage all out. There's men that go to church to look for women, and women who go to look for men. And then there's pastors, and they're doing all sorts of nefarious things with members of their own congregations. Okay, so at the end of the day, was that really a good thing? I mean, at first some looked at it as, oh, they're trying to reach a different group of people, the people who don't come to the church. Well, if you want to reach those people, go out to the streets. Don't bring the streets into the church. The church is supposed to be holy, right? And so go out amongst the streets, okay, and preach your message to the heathens, as you call them. But at the end of the day, bringing that all into the church, that's where the problem started. And that's where it has escalated and evolved. And now we have a bunch of pork chop pastors and pulpit pimps who are out here just trying to make money. Okay, they're charging for everything. They won't even do a eulogy for a person who's been a member for years if that person isn't up to date on their tithes. Church is all about money now in most cases. And a lot of these pastors are so caught up with celebrities and hanging out with them that are they really preaching the gospel and doing what they're supposed to do and practicing what they preach? Well, a lot of them aren't. And let's talk about what Kelly Price had to say. Because this was Kelly Price's response to a fan who said that when she was on that gospel reality show or whatever it was, that she was the only one who acted decent pretty much. And here's her response. Yes, Lord, deliver us from pastor, hoes, and pedophiles. I want y'all to pay attention. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. Now, this is what Kelly said. Yes, Lord, deliver us from pastor, hoes, and pedophiles. Deliver us from self-righteous congregants who send their money to liars and pimps in plain sight. Okay, then come deliver me. The nerve you have. I was the only artist/judge on Sunday Best that wasn't effing someone else's spouse, fornicating, or messing with kids and boys. But you have smoke for me? F out of here, you ignorant church going brain dead ace hole. I'm a child of a preacher, three generations, and I have no desire to be named among the gospel community. Wonder why? You don't. Okay, you don't, because you already know what it is and are content to be a part of the cover-up that had been happening for generations. My advice, get off my page now or prepare to have me tear you a new one every time you are stupid enough to come to my page with your self-righteous piety. Okay, I'm sorry. Pastor hoes and pedos, she said. Going in clearly. Okay, going in clearly. Now, who specifically was she talking about? Well, she's talking about some of these pastors. Which one specifically, I don't know. But I find it also interesting. Now, Regina says, I was in church and they were selling seats. You had to pay to sit up front. Yeah, see, that's not surprising. That's what I'm talking about. Church is all about money, okay? It's all about money. I mean, with that being the attitude and it being a whole business, why even bother to go? First of all, when the Bible tells us about tithing, it's not talking about giving 10% of your earnings or any of that, okay? But this is what they preach to get their coins. And a lot of these people are clearly nefarious at the end of the day, okay? Charm says, Queen, please research the Potter's House, Australia. Deviants, cult, devils. This is TD Jakes' organization's name. Someone needs to do a deep dive, seriously. Oh, yeah, trust me. I already am. I'm gathering seats on TD Jakes as we speak. I told you all that days ago. I'm just getting everything all lined up, okay, to drop it. Now, this is all crazy. At the end of the day, a lot of these people, they're not practicing what they preach. And a lot of them will sit there and point the finger of blame and shame at other people and try to talk down on other people when they're doing the exact same things. And in some cases, even worse. Now, Kelly said, who was up there messing around with other people's spouses? That's what I'd like to know. I wish you dropped some names. Okay. And also, by the way, Prophet Manasseh Jordan said he's going to be sharing some of those text messages between he and Bishop T.D. Jakes. So I'm going to be waiting on that at the end of the day. I'm going to be waiting on it because some of these church folk need to sit down somewhere, honey. All right. And some of these pastors do too. All they're doing is out here pimping the congregations, getting money. You know, remember that time Creflo Dollar told his people, I think he wanted everyone to send him $300 so he could buy him a $65 million private jet. Now, he didn't need a $10 million jet. He wanted the $65 million jet, the one with all of the fancy features and trimmings. Okay. That's the one he had to have. And I spoke to someone about that who's a pastor, and they told me, well, you know, God wants him to show that he's being blessed. So it's okay for him to have those sort of things. Really? That's what y'all going to say about it? Make it all make sense. But anyway, I digress. Now let's talk about Vivica Fox, because Vivica Fox was on the street when TMZ asked her, they asked her about her earnings. You know, what Taraji said as far as the money and all of that that's being dispersed to Black actors and actresses. And I want y'all to hear what she said. Everyone, please get those likes up. Thank you in advance. Here we go.
Do you feel like now is the perfect time to have the conversation that Taraji kind of continued over Monique? You know, you're an actress, you've been out there. Is this the perfect time to kind of talk about that in the right platform?
You know, darling, to each his own. Do you know what I mean? I'm very happy, very blessed. And to each his own. I didn't have that experience, so, you know, but to get your piece out is important. I totally understand that. And I love my girls for looking out for each other. But I'm good.
Vivica said, I'm good. Okay, so that's not her plight. So she's never been underpaid. Wow, really, Vivica? Or are you just afraid to speak on it? Or do you just not care? Okay, does she not want to, you know, ruffle any feathers? I'm just curious. Because if everybody else is complaining about these money issues, you mean to tell me Vivica's not? She doesn't have any gripes. She's been paid fairly. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. And acting like she's so unbothered. Sit down somewhere, honey. Because I know darn well if they're not paying Taraji P. Henson what she deserves, they darn sure are not paying Vivica. Okay? Anyway, great to hear she's up there with others. Hold on. Making $48 million. Not $48 million. Okay. Queen Sam said she's talking about her Car Shield commercials with Ice-T. She's talking about how Bussy repaid her to come to his Hidden History Museum. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? She's not worried about what they're being paid in Hollywood, but she's coming to Bussy Reek's museum, making appearances there. All right? For a few thousand. Girl, please sit down somewhere. You know nobody's believing that. You know nobody is believing that. Okay, but let's go back to Monique. When Monique was going in on Oprah and said she wasn't going to stop.
Oprah Winfrey, how do you as a Black woman watch another Black woman be thrown under the bus based off of a lie? What I won't do is be quiet. I won't go away. I won't back down.
And so when she was offered an unfair deal by Netflix, she decided to push back.
The offers just didn't make sense. If we continue to accept these low offers, however do we make it different and make a change? I've got to speak up and speak out. And I've got to say it's blatantly unfair.
What was unfair about it? She was offered $500,000 to do a Netflix special, a comedy special. The problem is that other comedians, like the Amy Schumers of the world, is that like she's getting offered like $10, $11 million.
Like $500,000 is still a lot of money, but then when you find out it's $500,000 versus $11 million,
I'm unapologetic.
They know they tried to play Monique because, first of all, Amy Schumer has never been funny, and she steals jokes too. You all do know that she steals jokes too, right? Okay, Katt should have called her behind out. Now, with that all being said, even Funky Dineva is complaining about the money being offered because I think they wanted him on Fox Soul. And so let's get into it.
But know that there is no love lost between me and the Fox Soul organization, all the people that work there. Me, Al, and Claudia, all of us are good. It just simply came down to a matter of business, finance, and time. So the very short version of the story is when we were working 2 days a week, we were being paid at a certain rate. Let's just say $20 a show. We were being paid $20 a show for 2 days a week. And when we moved to 5 days a week, they said, okay, we're going to move you guys to 5 days a week. But instead of paying you $20 a show, we're going to pay you $17 a show. And all of us fought it. You know, we were like, well, wait a minute. Why are you cutting our pay rate? You know what I'm saying? And the general attitude was like,
okay, so that's how they do. That's how they do black folk. Okay, so I know what Vivica's talking about. Okay. Capricorn Camille said they fired him for talking about black women. Honey, he talks real greasy about black women, and that's exactly why I don't like Funky Dineva, okay? He talks real greasy about black women because he wants to be one. Please pay attention, all right? That's how that goes, okay? That's how that goes. At the end of the day, 169 said trying to finesse him. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I don't like Funky Dineva, but at the end of the day, my point of showing his video was he's talking about pay disparity, and we all know how that goes down in our community. They don't want to pay black folk what they're worth. It's always, let's cut this, let's cut that. And Fox Soul is trying to cater to black people. Like they want our attention. They want to appeal to us as their audience, but they don't want to pay our people adequately. I want you all to pay attention. Maybe we should stop supporting some of these shows or some of these networks. Maybe we should stop supporting them at the end of the day. If they don't want to pay our people fairly, well, maybe we should not support them. And, you know, Vivica Fox is on there. She's on Cocktails with the Queens, right? And so she's on Fox Soul. She doesn't have any complaints about her pay. Well, I have questions, Vivica. Please sit down somewhere. I absolutely don't believe her. I think that she just is afraid to ruffle the feathers. Is she another Steve Harvey? Now I really have questions. Black people need to hold out for better pay. Absolutely, beloved. I absolutely agree. So anyway, you're right, Greta. Absolutely agree with you on that. That's what we need to do. But you know, some of our people are just too thirsty. They're not going to do that. They'll just take whatever they can get and be glad of it. We shouldn't support them. You're so right, Queen, says Denise. Thank you, beloved. Yeah, we should stop supporting people like that. Okay, these networks that don't want to pay our people what they're worth, well, we should not watch them. Okay, let them fall by the wayside. Now, with that all being said, I'm going to conclude this. Nelson G said Cocktail with Queens was canceled, I believe. Oh, they got canceled. Whoops, news to me, honey, because I didn't watch it. So at the end of the day. Well, I'm late. I didn't get the memo. Y'all going in. Queen, they was canceled. Well, nonetheless, when she was there, I wonder if she had complaints about her pay. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said, Denise said they took burgers for the juice. Shirley said she don't watch none of them, okay? Y'all are no good. Anyway, with that all being said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. All right, I want to thank you all for tuning in once again. Hold on, let me get Anita's comment. Oprah doesn't like her own people. And so why we expected her to say something about the poor treatment of blacks? Exactly. She already said she wanted to be white. She said that years ago. She said she wanted to be white. That's what she said. You can't make this stuff up. And so with that all being said, we shouldn't expect much from Oprah. Pay attention. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Everyone, please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Each one, teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now.
That's
See
right.
a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy.
Real slick.
I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen.